Good morning, students. On the desktop, Wadiyars of Mysuru, I need to write, but here what the typing mistake was done because of my keypad problem. Yes, my keypad problem is there little bit. So for that reason, instead of Mysuru, it comes like Mayuru. Okay, I hope you people will understand the lesson number 5, that is Warriors of Mysuru. Yes, Mysuru. We are going to learn about the Mysuru of our Karnataka. Yes, earlier our Karnataka used to comes to know or used to call as a Mysuru state. Afterwards, Karnataka or the state of Mysuru becomes a Karnataka. Yes, so let us see some of the important warriors of Mysuru without wasting a time of yours. Okay, let's move. See here. Vadiyars of Mysuru is also called like a Mysuru Vadayaru. Yes, Yaduraya was the first king of Mysuru Vadiyars. He ruled Mysuru from 1399 to 1423 Common Era. Yaduraya was the, sorry for the mispronunciation, Yaduraya. Yaduraya was the first king of the Mysuru Vadiyars. Yaduraya. Yes, and Ganda Berunda was the emblem of the state of Mysuru. Ganda Berunda was the emblem of state of Mysuru, and Srirangapatna was the first capital of Mysuru state. Yes, see, Yaduraya was the first king of the Mysuru Vadiyar, and emblem was Gandaberuda, and the capital was Srirangapatna. Still, we can see that capital in Mysore. Yes. Now comes the term of Chikkadevaraya. Yes, Chikkadevaraya, who used to rule Mysuru from 1673 to 1704 Common Era, and Chikkadevaraya is the prominent king of early kings. He was the, after Yaduraya, the one of the prominent king. He is none other than Chikkadevaraya. Yes, he um, he implemented many pro-people measures. He opened Attara Kacheri. He opened Athara Kacheri. Athara Kacheri. Athara means 18. Kacheri. Yes. See, he opened, who? Chikkadevaraya opened Athara Kacheri with 18 departments. Athara Kacheri means 18 departments. Who opened this Athara Kacheri? Chikkadevaraya. When he was a prominent king of the Mysuru Vadiyar, he opened Athara Kacheri in Mysuru state. He built a dam across the western stream of river Kaveri near Srirangapatna and provided irrigation facility. Yes, he built a dam across the western stream of river Kaveri near Srirangapatna. Yes, and provided irrigation facility. Irrigation facility. You know what is meant by the irrigation? A different types of water facility. Yes, whether it may be a well, tube well, dam, or either it comes also like tap, lake, and artificial lake, canals, small canals, etc., etc. These all are called as irrigations of the river Kaveri facilities. Yes, next. He introduced who? Chikkadevaraya. Chikkadevaraya introduced thrifty in his administration and enriched the treasury and was conferred with Navakoti Narayana title. Yes, when he started or when he built the dam across the western stream for the Kaveri near Sringapatna, not only that, he also provided to the people of a state Mysuru irrigation facility. Yes, he also provided irrigation facility to the Mysuru people. And after he introduced thrifty in his administration, and also he opened Athara Kacheri. Athara Kacheri means 18 departments in his administration. For these things, Chikkadevaraya got a title of Navakoti Narayana. Yes, Mysuru state was now comes Mysuru state was prosperous during the reign of Chikkadevaraya, but the later kings were weak. Okay, the first king of the Mysuru Vadiyar was Yaduraya. Afterwards, the next and the very important and the prominent ruler was Chikkadevaraya. After whomsoever came to the rule of this Mysuru Vadiyars, they all were become a weak rulers, or kings were become a weaker. Okay, the administration was overseen by Dalavois who ruled in the name of kings. Dalavois will comes after these weak rulers of the Mysuru. Yes, now comes here one important point I would like to share you people. Listen carefully. For the reason of this COVID-19, government has decided to delete or reduce your portion according to your timetable. In that reduced portion, Hyder Ali Tipu Sultan. Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan also a topic which has been deleted or reduced by the government. Okay, so after learning this Chikkadevaraya, let us comes to know the next prominent and the important ruler of the Mysuru Vadiyar. He is Krishnaraja Vadiyar III, one more person who is very prominent and important ruler of the Mysuru Vadiyar. He is Krishnaraja Vadiyar III. Yes, Krishnaraja Vadiyar III, who ruled 1799 to 1831 Common Era. The period of wars ended with the fall of Tipu Sultan. The British took over the Mysuru state and divided into four parts among Marathas, Nijamas and themselves only. Okay, when Tipu Sultan gets to ended his ruling period at the same time, this British ruler took over this Mysuru state. Yes, not only they took over the Mysuru state, even they were divided this Mysuru into four parts. Okay, so one of the part is Marathas and the second one is Nijamas, and remaining two parts were they used to took over themselves only. Okay, they were started to rule by themselves only. Who? British rulers. Yes. Next, the remaining one part was returned to Mysuru Vadiyars. Yes, I have told that remaining two parts were ruled by the British rulers, but they were decided. However, they already divided Mysuru into four parts. So, first part was given to the Marathas and the second part was given to the Nijamas. Yes. Then afterwards, they were changed their planning and they remaining one of the part were returned to the Mysuru Vadiyars only. Yes. At that time, this Krishnaraja Vadiyar III was brought to power. In the same time, this Krishnaraja Vadiyar III got a power to rule the Mysuru Vadiyar state. Yes, since Krishnaraja Vadiyar III was only 5-year-old boy, Purnaya was appointed as the Diwan of Mysuru. When this Krishnaraja Vadiyar III got the ruling power of this Mysuru, at that time he was just 5-year-old boy. Okay, for that reason he was very minor to rule the Mysuru state. For that reason, one of the Diwan of Mysuru, he is Purnaya. Purnaya was appointed as the Diwan of Mysuru. Okay, instead of ruling Krishnadevaraja Vadiyar III, Diwan means Purnaya was ruled the Mysuru, because Krishnadeva at that time Krishnadevaraya Vadiyar was only 5-year-old boy. Yes, next. As they felt that Krishnaraja Vadiyar III did not properly suppress the revolt of Bidanuru of Shivamogga, they dethroned the king and brought the administration of Mysuru under the commissioner. See, when British thought that Krishna Vadiyar was unable to rule the Mysuru at that time. In the revolt of Vidanuru of Shivamogga, they dethroned the king. Means they want to give that administration to the to continue that administration to the Krishna Vadiyar. So again they were took that Mysuru under the control of commissioners. Okay, now the commissioner, the administration of commissioner will come, but government also deleted or reduced this administration of commissioner to you. Okay, so now comes the next ruler or the next Vadiyar of the Mysore. He is none other than Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. Okay, Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. He ruled Mysuru Vadiyars or Mysuru state 1881 to 1891 common era. Who? Chamaraja Vadiyar. See, picture also I have shown on the desktop. Yes, not only Chamaraja Vadiyar's picture I have displayed here, even Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar's picture also I was displayed on the desktop. Yes, see, Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. In 1881, British handed over the administration of the state again to Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. Yes, after the administration of commissioners, again British finaled or they took a decision to in 1881 they wanted to hand over this Mysuru state to the Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. Yes, this is called Punardana. This is only called Punardana because when British divided Mysuru into four parts at the time, this Krishnaraja Vadiyar 3 got one of the part among four parts from the British rulers. When they comes to know that this Krishnaraja Vadiyar 3 was unable to rule the Mysore, okay, for at that time again they took control in themselves. Afterwards they started to administrate by the commissioners, okay, in Mysuru state. So when they comes to know that this Chamaraja Vadiyar 10 will take care of the Mysuru very well more than Krishnaraja Vadiyar 3, when they comes to know that Chamaraja Vadiyar 10 was a prominent leader or he was a prominent ruler of he can become a ruler of the Mysuru. At that time again they returned that Mysuru in 1881 to 1881 onward they handed over to the administration of the state again to the Chamaraja Vadiyar. Okay, this reason only called as the name of Punardana. Punardana means in 1881 British handed over the administration of the state again to Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. This is called Punardana. Yes, see, Rangacharlu and K. Sheshadri Iyer ruled as Divans under him. Okay, when Krishnaraja Vadiyar 3 comes to rule at that time, Divana of Mysuru was Purnaya. Yes, Purnaya was a Divan of Mysuru during the ruling period of Krishnaraja Vadiyar 3. Yes, when this Chamaraja Vadiyar 10 comes to rule in 1881, at that time, C. Rangacharlu and K. Sheshadri Iyer both were becomes Divans of the Mysuru Vadiyars. Yes, in 1881, people representative assembly started functioning. In 1881, people representative assembly started functioning. Yes, in the ruling period of Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. This Chamaraja Vadiyar 10 ruled Mysuru from 1881 to 1894 common era. Afterwards, after Chamaraja Vadiyar 10, one more person or one more Vadiyar will come. He is none other than Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. He is Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. He ruled Mysuru state from 1902 to 1940 Common Era. 1900 to 1902 to 1940 Common Era, Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar were ruled the Mysuru state. Yes. Chamaraja Vadiyar 10 died in Calcutta while he was on a visit. Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar ascended throne as his successors in 1895 and he was only 11 years old. Okay, when Chamaraja Vadiyar died in Calcutta at that time, when he used to visit to the Kolkata at that time, this Chamaraja Vadiyar 10 died. Okay, he got a died or he ended his life. After the ruling period of this Chamaraja Vadiyar 10, Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar took the throne. Took the throne. Either we can say like he became a ruler of the Mysuru Vadiyars, or even we can say like this Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar become a prominent ruler of the Mysuru Vadiyars, or he become a Vadiyar of the Mysuru after the ruling period of Chamaraja Vadiyar 10. Okay, when he took when Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar took power of this Mysuru state, at that time he was just only 11 years old. He took in his 11 years the control of or the power of this Mysuru rulers. Sorry. Next, the administration was run by his mother Nanjamani. Okay, when he was unable to rule the Mysuru Vadiyar or Mysuru state, his mother, she is none other than Nanjamani. Her mother, who Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar, his mother Nanjamani took the power of administration. Yes, when he was just 11 years old. Yes, because when he was just a 11 years old boy, how he can rule the Mysuru state? Yes, as same as Krishnaraja Vadiyar or either the Chamaraja Vadiyar, he can't do like that because he's not so much elder person, or he was not so much having a maturity to handle the Mysuru Vadiyar state. Okay, for that reason, up to the when he will become up to the 20 years or more than 20 or 18, up to 18, minimum 18 years old, up to there he needs to get a training from the people, or he needs to get a training from his mother how to rule or how to administrate the Mysuru Vadiyar. Okay, he was very small child during when he got this ruling power from the British rulers, or for that reason he was when her mother thought that he was just a 11 years old boy, then how he could rule the Mysuru. For that reason she decided, so instead of ruling Nalvadi Krishnaraja, she will only administrate the Mysuru state. Okay, when he will become or when he will be able to rule the Mysuru Vadiyar, she can hand over that power to the Krishnaraja Vadiyar. That also Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. Yes, the direct rule of Nalvadi started from 1902. He was well educated. Nalvadi started from 1902 and he was well educated and laid a firm foundation for a modern state during his long reign. He was visionary and had a soft corner for the welfare of the downtrodden. He formed Miller Commission in order to ensure the participation of all sections of the society in the administration. Yes, he was a very longest, means he ruled very long period among the all ruler of Mysuru. Yes, so some of the achievements also they were mentioned here. Let us read that also, or let me discuss along with you. Achievements of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. He gave 371 acres of land and 5 lakh rupees grants to J.N. Tata to start a science institution in Bengaluru. Yes, this was the first achievement of Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. See, 371 acres means this becomes a very huge matter. Yes, so 371 acres of land and 5 lakh rupees grants to J.N. Tata to start a science institution of Bengaluru. In 1907, Legislative Assembly was established. This enabled people to discuss their problems through their representatives. Okay, when this Legislative Assembly was established, so people started to discuss among themselves only. They were unable to show their problems in front of the representatives. Yes, so he built KR. They want to discuss directly to the king only. Okay, then only they will get solutions for their problems. Okay, next he built KRS dam. KRS means you know the short form. This is KRS. This is the short form. Okay, Krishna Raja Sagara. Yes, the expand form of KRS is Krishna Raja Sagara. Okay, he means here Nalvadi Krishna Raja Vadiyar. Nalvadi Krishna Raja Vadiyar built KRS dam and developed agriculture in the state. The present Mysuru Palace was completed in 1910. See, the present Mysuru The present Mysuru Palace was completed in 1910. The Mysuru Economic Conference was started in 1911. He passed the order that backward classes should get special representation in government service. He gave voting power to women for the first time in our Karnataka. Yes, see, sometime I will ask that who gave a voting power to the woman in our state. Okay, so here the answer is that Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar, he gave voting power to the woman for the first time in our Karnataka or Mysuru state. Yes. Next, Nalvadi ushered in development in education, industries, banking, and other important sectors by playing the role of a guide and a motivator. Yes, he appointed talented divans who could translate his vision into reality. Yes, he appointed important divans like we can see in previous. Now only we learned about some of the divans. Yes, see, Purnaya, Divan Purnaya, and Divan C. Rangacharlu, and Divan K. Sheshadri Iyer. These how much these were very prominent divans. In the same way, he also wanted to appoint, or he also appointed some of the very talented and very unique divans. Yes, who could translate his vision into reality. Yes, among them not only these three persons were Divans of Mysuru, also Sir M. Vishweshwaraya and Sir Mirza Ismail are also appointed. Yes, how? Divan Purnaya, Divan Rangachalu, Divan K. Sheshadri Iyer were the prominent divans of Mysuru. In the same way, the ruler of this Nalvadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar, he also appointed very talented and very uniquely thinking persons he were appointed. Among those divans, Sir M. Vishwesharaya and Sir Mirza Ismail, these were also very important divans of Mysuru. Yes. Mahatma Gandhiji called the Mysuru state of Nalvadi as the Ramarajya. Yes, during the period of Mahatma Gandhi, he called the Mysuru state, Mahatma Gandhi called this Mysuru state Mahatma Gandhi called this Mysuru state as a Ramarajya and called him Rajashri. And this Nalvadi Krishna Raja Vadiyar also called as the name of Rajashri. Not only that, there was no mature ruler like Nalvadi Krishna Raja Vadiyar in the early part of 20th century. Yes, this is the explanation of Nalvadi Krishna Raja Vadiyar. He was very prominent and very important ruler or Vadiyar among the Mysuru Vadiyars. So guys, in the next session we will meet again. Until then, take care of yourself. If you have any doubts, you can ask me anytime. Take care.